My name is Tim Ma. I'm the chef and owner of Kirasan, Water and Wall, and Chase the Submarine. So we specialize here at Kirasan in Chinese French cuisine. I grew up in a very Chinese environment, but I'm trained in French cooking. This was an expression of the melding of the two things that I know. For sure, a lot of attention is paid on a scallop dish that we do here. We simply wanted to match basil and coconut. And we got to this point where we're like, well, let's just do something off the wall and see what happens. And we're like, well, what if we take something cold and melt it in something hot, and that infuses the flavor by mixing it in, and that's where we landed with ice cream. The response was good. Started steamrolling from there, and that's one of our more popular dishes. When I get home, I don't want to cook. You know, open the mac and cheese box and dump it in with some milk and butter, and it's done. I don't like to cook outside of the restaurant, which is actually surprising to a lot of people. I also think that's true of a lot of chefs. You know, I get all my cooking out of me while I'm here. I do believe that I'm creative as a chef, but I also think that a lot of our success up to this point has been through just sheer hard work. I think in this country, you can create your own success just by working hard, not because you're smarter than anybody, not because you're more creative than anybody, just by working hard. And I think that's why a lot of people end up coming to America.
Other independent chefs were referring customers to me. I started doing that back to them and kind of thought there's got to be an easier way to do this, but more than just one or two. So building this infrastructure where someone contacts me because they want a dinner next Tuesday and I'm booked, I've built a Facebook page for the members. So we're in a Facebook group where I can just post and say, next Wednesday, a customer wants to do a dinner, here's their price range, here's where they live. If anyone's maybe interested, send me a personal message and I'll get you their info.
I think that it was a grand idea. Chris is on to something. It's a wonderful feeling because I've been cooking for quite some time and it's a real competitive feel, but the alliance that's being formed is a lot of camaraderie, a lot of openness, and a lot of sharing.
Chefs doing things like that, or like I think a lot of chefs say work in an Italian restaurant and then they get really obsessed with Mexican cuisine, and you can't kind of cook that or do that. Restaurant business is so hard, not that owning your own business is easy, but having the flexibility to say, okay, it's Valentine's Day, it's more important for me to be home with my wife than to be at work cooking for someone. Like, those are decisions I can make. It's free. I'm not charging members anything. I wanted to just build the infrastructure that we could help each other, because I spent 7 years building my business having no idea what I was doing, and I want to help someone out. If anyone comes to me and says, I want to be a personal chef, what would you do? I'll lay it all out for them. There's no secrets. I'll show you what I did. I'll say, this market has been good for me. This is where I buy my china. You should talk to this shop owner because they have really cool vinegars and oils.
We like to share our knowledge of olive oil and vinegar, so I think it allows us to share with the chefs, and hopefully they'll come in and visit us. And then also we can get a lot of recipes from them also, and then share it with the community also. So it's a win-win situation for both of us.
Well, they bring connections. They bring a variety of talents and gifts. They bring creative ideas and just the whole network of independent people joining together. So it's a big community.
I would just love to see benefits, see that everyone's kind of getting the benefit that I'm hoping that they're going to get, that it converts to more jobs, or I really want to get together and do fun events. That's part of it. I came from running a business that had over 100 employees reporting to me, and now I have 0.
Chris is really very outspoken and outgoing, and he's willing to take a lot of risks and get out there and meet a lot of people and network. I think the biggest hurdle for a lot of chefs is that they don't really form an alliance because they're all kind of competing with each other, but you don't have that in this group.
I've been cooking professionally since I was 16. It's all I've ever done. So I felt like I've been, building up to this. And I just wanted to be able to do something that I felt was fulfilling.